Hello, good day. How do you feel today? Okay, so I hope you're still fine, and I also hope you are now ready for our third quarter, although we are now in GCQ. Okay, so to proceed, below is a message using pictures or illustrations. Okay, so like this one. Okay, so using this, you are going to translate the message to find out the new lesson. So you are going to look in the code box to find the letter for each symbol and write the letter in the blank below the symbol. Okay, so I have here the code box. Alright, so I have here the blanks for you to write your letter. For example, we have here a dot or a point. So this is for letter D. Okay, so you are going to continue. Okay, so just continue finding its equivalent letter. Okay, so we have here E, then we have here, okay, so we have here F, then we have here, correct, letter I, then we have here N, and then we have here E, and then a point again, so letter D. And then we have here T, then followed by E, then it is for R, then it is for M, and this is for S. Okay, so what have you formed? Okay, so we have defined the terms. Okay, so as we have solved on the previous slide, we are going to have the defined terms. Okay, so before we proceed, what are our lesson objectives for this day? Okay, so number one, we have to recall about point, line, and plane that we have discussed before. Then, state the defined terms like line segment or segment, ray, and angle. Number three, use the knowledge in defined terms in real-life situations. Then number four, respond enthusiastically in naming the defined terms. Okay, so I have prepared a simple game wherein you are going to go to your Google Classroom and click the link of book widgets that I have sent. Or I will just send our link in our comment box. Okay. Okay. So as you have opened our Google Classroom or the link for our book widget, so you will be given 5 minutes to accomplish that. Okay. Okay, so you will be given 5 minutes. Okay, so let us consider that you are already done. So you are going to pass your answer by sending your answer in the Google Classroom. Okay, so to proceed, have you enjoyed in the activity? Okay, so that will serve as your activity number 1 for 10 points. Okay, so let's now have our discussion. Okay, draw a dot. Label it with point A. Okay, so I hope you can still remember. So you are going to draw a dot and you are going to label that with point A. So simply you will draw a dot and then you are going to have that as point A. Okay, so I hope you're doing good. Next, for the next slide, let us have use a ruler or a straight edge to connect the second set of points and put arrows at each end. Okay, so I have here point A and point B and you are going to connect using ruler or any straight edge. Then you are going to put arrows at each end. So like this one and this one. Okay, so this is what we call the line. Okay, so you may name this as line AB or line BA. Okay, next. Draw a line through the third set of points. Okay, so you will just connect point A and point B. Okay, and then we may call this as correct. We have a segment. So you may name this as segment AB or segment BA. Okay, next. Draw a ray through the fourth set of points and put an arrow at one end. Okay, so you are going to connect the 2 points, but this time you are going to put an arrow at one end. So let's take, for example, we have here to connect the 2 points AB, and then we have one arrow at the end. Okay, so we have here arrow in point B. Okay, so this is what we call ray. Okay, wherein it may be named as ray AB, but you cannot name this as ray BA. That's wrong. Okay, so again, you will just name this as ray AB. Okay, next. So draw a line or ray through the last set of points starting at A, okay, and going to B, and A going to C, and put an arrow at each end. So from A to B, you will have this one, and from A to C, you will have this one. And then, so as you have noticed, okay, so we have here the point of, yes, the point of intersection or the common endpoint, okay, because we have here the so-called angle, okay, and you can name this angle as angle A, angle BAC, or angle CAB, okay. So these are the 3 ways on how you are going to name this angle, okay. But as you have noticed, we have here the common endpoint, which is what we call the vertex. And for you to name the angle, you have to make sure that the vertex is at the middle of your named angle. So like this one, angle A, using 1 letter, or if you are going to use the 3-letter angle, so we have your angle BAC or angle CAB. Okay, any question? Okay, so if you don't have your question, let us have here. So you are going to read and analyze the figure and answer the questions. Okay, so I hope the figure is clear to you so that you can have your answer in number 1. In number 1, you are going to name all the points. Okay, so can you give me the points? Okay, so I hope you can still remember how you are going to name the points. So your answer will be, yes, that's right. We have, okay, sorry. So we have here points. What are those? Yes, we have A. Okay, sorry. My pen is missing. So we have here A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay? So for number 2, we have name any 3 rays. Okay? What are those? Okay, so that's correct. So using the symbol for ray, we have ray, BE. Another is ray, BA. And the last is ray, correct, BC. Okay, so I hope it is clear, because when we say ray, that is with the starting point going to the point with the arrowhead. Okay, next, number 3, name any 2 line segments. Okay, so what are those? Yes, so you are going to have segment BF and segment BD is correct. For the next question, you are going to name the line in 2 ways. Okay, so what are you going to have here? Okay, so that's correct. We have the symbol for line is this. So we have line AC or that's correct. We have line CA. Okay. Okay. Any question? Okay, so I hope it is now clear to you. How are you going to name the point, the ray, the line segments, or the line in our given? Okay, next. So how are we going to have our discussion for this day? Okay, so we have the so-called defined terms. So as you have seen, defined terms can be described through or using known words such as point or line. Okay? So what are those? So the first one is the segment. Okay? So when we say segment, it is a part of a line consisting of 2 points and all points between them. It has 2 endpoints. Okay? So the example of a segment is this one. Okay? Wherein, yes, the lower part here. Okay? So this is the example of segment. And as I have said, you may call this or you may name this as segment AB or segment BA. Okay? Another is ray. Okay? So we have ray is a part of a line that starts at an endpoint or the point at one end or the starting point and extends forever in one direction. Okay, so this is the example of a ray wherein you are going to name this as ray AB. Again, you will not name this as ray BA because our starting point here is point A. So that's why the only name of this ray is ray AB. Okay, next. We also have, okay, so let us add angle. Okay? Angle can be defined as 2 rays or 2 line segments having a common endpoint. The endpoint is known as vertex. Okay? So the example of this is this figure. So you will name this using 3 methods or 3 ways. We can name this as angle O. We can also have here angle AOB or angle BOA as long as the vertex is at the middle of your named angle. Next, how are we going to use those definitions for us to answer these questions? Okay? So let's try. Using this figure, you are going to name the line that contains point Q. Okay? So what should be your answer here? Yes, so your answer, since you are going to answer with a line, so your symbol would be like this. Line above the letters with 2 arrowheads. So the line that contains point Q is, yes, that is line ST or line TS is correct. Next, number 2. Name any 2 line segments. Okay, so what are those? Yes, you may have the segment QP using the symbol and segment QR. Okay, any question? Yes, you may also have here segment PQ or segment RQ is also acceptable. Next, number 3. Name the endpoint of ray QT. What is the endpoint of ray QT? Yes, that is point, okay, Q. Next, number 4. Let's have name all the points that lie on the line ST. What are those points? Yes, we have the points. Yes, we have S, Q, and T. Yes, correct. Next, the last question. We're going to name a ray. What is that? Yes, so using the symbol for ray, we have this one. We have ray, yes, ray UV. Okay? So, I hope it is clear to you. Is there any question? So, if you don't have, so let's apply, okay, our topic, okay, in other subjects, okay? So, wherein you are going to write the sentences. So, that's writing sentences, okay? So, all of the letters in math or MATH are formed by connecting points with either lines, line segments, rays, or a combination of these figures. Describe each letter by using terms that we have discussed earlier or by using the names of each figure that makes up each letter. For example, the M. We have segment BC, segment DC, ray BA, and ray DE. Okay, so what I am trying to say. So I have here the instruction first. So you are going to click open in Jamboard in our Google Meet and make sure that you are using your Gmail account. Then let each one of you from the group answer each item and decide for the final answer, because this will serve as your group activity number 1. Okay? So do not add another slides and you will be given 3 minutes to answer this activity. If your group is already done, just comment done. Group number, for example, done group 1 or 2, 3, or 4, or 5 on the comment box here at Google Meet. Okay? So, the rubrics for your group activity are the following. So, you will get 5 points if you shows eagerness and cooperation to do the task, participate actively, do great help to the group. 4 points if you shows eagerness and cooperation to do the task, good followers only. 3 points if you have participated but late with teacher's supervision. 2. Activity was done but does not show eagerness to participate or cooperate. 1. If no interest in participating the activities. Okay? So, let's now proceed. Here is the figure of MATH. Let's take, for example, that you are already done with your activity. So, let's now proceed with the next slide. Okay, so again, you are going to use or to express your answer in a sentence. For example, what does letter M consist of? It consists of 2 rays or 2 segments or 2 lines or whatever does it contain. Or you may also use the label of our segments, lines, or rays. Okay? So to proceed, okay, so as again, let's take for example that you already have your 5 minutes. So let's continue. Okay, so let us apply the level problem solving. So for us to have the differentiated instruction. Okay, so I have here the given situation. Monica connected points P and Q with a straight edge or a ruler or something with a straight edge. Okay, for the basic level, let us have, she began at P and drew a line that ended at Q. What figure or what kind of figure did Monica draw? Explain. Okay, what do you think is the figure that was drawn by Monica? Okay, so that's correct. It is a segment. Monica made P and Q the endpoints of the segment. Okay, so that's correct. Next, on level. Okay, so on for the average level. Okay, so she began, still the situation is Monica connected points P and Q with a straight edge. She began at Q and drew a line that passed through P and did not stop at P. What kind of figure did Monica draw? Explain. So what do you think is the figure that was drawn by Monica? Correct, that is a ray. Okay? So the endpoint of the ray is Q. It passes through P and keeps going on forever. So that's why it is a ray. Okay? Next, let's have the above level. Still, our situation is that Monica connected points P and Q with a straight edge. Monica added a point R above P. She connected these points with segments. What kind of figure did she draw? So what do you think? Okay, so that is a triangle. Okay, so although this is not part of our lesson for this day, but this will be our topic for next week. Okay, so any question? Okay, so I hope you develop your level of thinking or higher level of thinking. Okay, so let us see if you have learned something in our video. Okay, so let us answer what have you learned. For number 1, what is a line segment or segment? Okay, so again, when we say segment, it is a part of a line consisting of 2 points and all points between them. It has 2 endpoints. Okay, next. What is a ray? Yes, ray is a part of a line that starts at an endpoint and extends forever in one direction. Correct. Next, what is an angle? Okay, angle can be defined as 2 rays or 2 line segments having a common endpoint called vertex. That's correct. Next, what makes a line segment different from a line? Okay, so line segment has 2 endpoints, while a line has no endpoint. Okay? Line segment has a definite length, while a line extends forever in 2 opposite directions. So that's why a line has no definite length. Next, what makes a line segment different from a ray? Okay? So again, when we say line segment, it has 2 endpoints, while a ray has only 1 endpoint. Okay, so I hope you have learned something in this video. Okay, and for that, for you to test yourself if you really understood our discussion, you are going to open your quizzes app or go to your Google Classroom or Google Chrome browser and type in joininmyquiz.com. Okay, so I will just send to you, since we are in asynchronous schedule, I will just send to you in our Google Classroom the link of our quiz here. Okay, so this will serve as your quiz number 1. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you and God bless.